exciting event. I think to me is one of the biggest milestones in the Lightnet history, the 1 year history that we've had. I just want to, since the Kun Chat and Kun Vitvadi me has already talked about what Lightnet is set to do, what the vision is. With that vision comes with a lot of responsibilities, and that falls on me to try and execute that. So I just want to take a little moment to give you a bit of a background on, what has been done so far. So I just want to take you back from the journey, right? Since day one when we started talking about Lightnet. It was in a small little room at a coffee shop somewhere. And the first order was, how do we build this? How do we build this so that we can serve, the 400 or 500 million people that's out there that we're trying to serve, the segment in which, banking may not be able to reach. How do we serve that type of segment? What type of capabilities, what type of system that we have to build, what type of platform we have to build in order to do that. So we had to, sit, and then this is, we sat in a coffee shop. I won't name the name of the coffee shop. You can see. We should have censored that. But it's okay. So we sat in that coffee shop and sort of ponder, what we need to build, right? And the first order was, how do we serve that? How do we do that? So this is what we came up with, right? So the first thing, we have to design the architecture. We have to design the architecture in which it could address 3 important things. One, the agility. So we had to make sure that everything that we built is agile enough, so that it's lightweight, it's able to be ported, because we set up day one that we don't want to use any hardware. We want to be on the cloud. We want to be as nimble as possible. We want to be as portable as possible. So we created a microservice architecture so that everything can be ported, everything can be scaled, and everything is at its own dependence. So that if one fails, we don't have to put everything down. We can just basically fix the one thing that fails. So we want to be as agile as possible. Second thing, we want to be as interoperable as possible. So we created the application programming interface layer where we use a lot of the renowned technology stack. The API stack we use from Apigee. We created a lot of flexibility within our interface so that we can plug into partners easily. Because as you know that a lot of financial services today, there's a lot of legacy systems, there's a lot of interface, and what do we need to do in order to cater to all of those interfaces? We need to be able to connect easily and be able to scale easily. So we focused on an interoperability because we want to cater to the whole world. Different partners, different people that we connect with have different flavor of technology. So we want to make sure that we're truly interoperable. And last but not least, we want to be secure. And we're in a platform of financial services. So we need to ensure that when we go talk to regulators, when we go talk to partners, everything must be secure. Everything, the first question, in the minds of regulators is your platform secure? How do we trust it? So in order for us to cater and to answer those questions, we want to make sure that our platform is the most secure. And the last one from security is basically scalability, right? So since we've set out the vision to cater and to basically become the world most interoperable and the widest network of financial services, we want to make sure that the platform is scalable. So we use a lot of our partners to ensure all of those aspects of the platform. So this was the first order, right? We have to design what Lightnet is going to be, what the platform looks like, and this is the architecture or the blueprint of the platform. And it's been a long journey, right? So I remember that day was around towards the end of last year. And the first line of code was done by March timeframe. So it's been 10 months. So within 10 months, we've gone through a lot of pivoting, we've gone through a lot of changes, we've gone through a lot of hiring, we've gone through a lot of testing and partnership signing. So there's a lot of things that's been done already in the past 10 months. And all of those leading up to today, which to me, I'm still excited, my heart's still pounding, because it proves that this is a very important milestone that we prove to everyone that what we've done, what we've built, there's a lot of people interested in it, right? People believe in it, and it's been a 10 long months. I think thank you to everyone, especially the team members, right? That created the platform together, believed in the vision of our co-founders, believed in the vision of Lightnet, and that come together to basically create this environment, create this platform, and create Lightnet as a company. So you all know who you are, so just pat yourself in the back for the team members. All of that, right? Just to give you some fun facts, the 60-member team created a very, very large platform. We've counted over 1 million lines of code. Imagine 1 million lines of code. If you put that in a book, it would be about 25-page book. So in a matter of 10 months, we've created over 1 million lines of code. And that's not including all of the test cases that we put together in order to test against all those code. So 90% test coverage, meaning that the only thing that we've never tested was like the comments. So everything else we've tested, right? Through because we have to ensure the security of this platform. And we've created over 1,000 test cases. I think to put it in perspective, a space shuttle has only 400,000 lines of code in it. So we've written a lot more than that in the past 10 months. So we maybe could have created a space shuttle, and gone to Mars. We've used 253 virtual machines with 358 CPU cores with 714 gigabytes of memory. I mean, from a fintech perspective, I mean, that's unheard of. We've used a lot of technology to ensure that we can scale the platform. We can scale to serve the need and the vision of Lightnet. And the key aspect as well, as I mentioned before, that we want to ensure that we have zero security flaws, zero security defects. And that's why we engaged KPMG, who's basically our partner in doing the security tests, the penetration testing. And they found zero defects on security. So we can now say that with our platform, the money will be there, right? The financial service, the mobility of your finances will be there. So you don't have to worry about security flaws within our system. And all of that is to serve, right, the 200 corridors that we're signing up. In supporting the 200 corridors, we need to ensure that the platform is scalable. So I think all this stuff, all the brain power, all of the stats that I showed you, again, it's for that. Right? And last but not least, it's almost 4,000 bottles of beer drank. I think maybe the guy was a bit tipsy when we created this slide. So we not only worked hard, but we had fun, and we believe in the Lightnet vision. So with all of those stats that I just showed you, right, it's to create the 3 products. So the one is Bridgenet. So Bridgenet product is the interoperable layer, the messaging layer, that would interoperable with a lot of the financial services today, be it with wallets, banking, and any type of financial service that you want to connect with. It's the messaging layer that would interop with all of the financial service in the world, to reduce the fragmentation of the financial service. This is being launched with the first transaction within Q1 of this year. So we'll do, a launch announcement very soon on this. And the second product is the Lightnet, and this is to solve the real-time settlement capabilities and providing the liquidity within the network. And we're launching this product in conjunction with Stella in Q2, towards the end of Q2 this year. And last but not least is SmartNet. This is the product, again, written on top of Stella network, which is basically providing advanced and conditional type services, type of transactions, basically the trade finance that we talked about. And that's being launched towards the end of Q3 of this year. So these are the key products that we're launching this year. And again, with everyone, with the partners, with the equity partners in this room, and potential customers in this room, with all of your help and support, we will try to disrupt this financial service together and do it with a big bang. And thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you both very much, Kun Suvichai and Kun Tribali, for enlightening us on the Lightnet partnership, the key vision of Lightnet, and the